it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster episode. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video. And finally, I present the Oasis Falls PlayStation 4 Park Tour. Apologies that this has been so long in the coming. I'll be honest, I actually completely forgot about it. So that is why. So better late than never, finally we can have this PlayStation 4 Park Tour. Now bearing in mind this park is still considered to be unfinished, because I will carry on the PS5 and expand it. But let's hop straight into this park, shall we? So here we are at the park entrance, or the official park entrance should I say. Now the unofficial park entrance is down here. Now hindsight is a wonderful thing, and looking back on this park, there is a lot of things that I would change about this park already. I believe that I've learned a lot since I very first started this park, and there's a lot of things that I would probably come back and change. Now, anybody that saw the spotlight that I did with Tommy CM a couple of weeks ago, we did the Funfair park. Now, what I would be tempted to do is actually bring the path all the way down here, underground, and have this as the park entrance, and have the guests coming out of this tunnel here, and have this as the almost official entranceway, so to speak. But since the past episode, now, not gonna lie, I did have to go back and rewatch it because I couldn't remember where I'd left off episode 4. So lots has changed since then. But let's treat this as a normal park tour, shall we? So we've got the entrance board up here. So we've got up north, Plip's house just over there. We've got the M5 northbound of the Ring Road. We've got Eden Gardens that just goes off over there. We've got Zomplip Studios. We've got the contest Discord, which I'll leave a link for down below. And then we've got a cliff for Xbox owners. So apologies once again, Xbox owners. I am actually contemplating buying an Xbox, I must admit. I don't really have any kind of favourites, one or the other. There's a lot of good games on both, and I want to be able to look at a lot of the Xbox content as well on Planet Coaster. So something I'm considering for maybe next year. I don't know, I'll see. But we've got the waterfall here, and we come out and we've got the Oasis Falls roundabout. So all custom fanted there. I do really like the road layout that I did. I would have liked to have had more cars, but moving forward into the PlayStation 5 expansion, I believe that will be something that I will do. And we come down to the hotel. So the hotel was inspired by Sedan Wolf, who is another YouTuber. I really liked his build, so I took that as inspiration. And I've got my VIP parking here for all the people that took part in the contest. So there we go, and then we've got the hotel parking over here. So one of the big changes from the last episode is I brought it all in with the foliage, just all around the outside, just to bring it all in a little bit. And then we have the construction site for the hotel. So in the last episode, I literally just had the sand here, but since then, we've come and we've added our porta cabins, we've got our lobby, which I made, we've got all the sounds that are all going on of the construction site, you may be able to hear in the background. We've got this truck, which is a BP truck, so there's no shortage anymore, so that was that sign there. And I changed up the cranes to make them more appropriate for this park. So before they were very steampunk inspired, so I had to go back and change them all up, modify them, make them appropriate for this park. So they've now got this yellow colour all the way down. A lot of the steam has been removed off them as well. And one thing you may notice is the coaster. So the coaster used to come all the way around the back of here. No longer. I changed it, I didn't like it, and we've got the coaster that is just nice small footprint over there, which we will get into later on as we go around the park. So the hotel has started being built. So I really like how this turned out. I'm not going to lie, I don't know whether to actually put the hotel back on for the PS5 or keep it like that, because I actually quite like the construction site. So, don't know about that one, let me know. So we come round to the entrance of the hotel. So we've got the swirly doors just going in there, and there's a hotel just in there. And then we've got our other water feature just round here. So this is for the Oasis Falls Hotel. So let's carry on walking down here, shall we? So let's walk down the road. So we've got our short drop-off pickup area just to our left here. And you can go up this path which will take you to the entrance. Or you can carry on walking and this will bring you to the coach park. So we're going to whiz past this. Now one thing I did have to do is I've removed all of the parking up here. I've fenced all that off just in the interest of keeping it PlayStation 4 limit. So we've got the beach resort coming at some point. When I get around to that, I do not know. It will be at some point, I don't know when, but I will get there. So as you come down from this way, you've got the Oasis Falls there, and we come round to the entrance of the park. So all this is new from the last time. So we've got the other little water feature just there to our left, and we come round to the Oasis Falls main entrance. So we've got another little water feature just here with the music in the background. Thank you very much to Jasmine from M&J Games for the idea of putting candles on lily pads. I really liked that idea. I thought it gave it a really nice look just around here. And I will of course show this area at night as well. So we have our entranceway. So we've got our turnstiles that are just built into there. Put your little ticket in, scan that just so the turnstiles open up. And then also on this side as well, we've got our disabled entrance only access. So for people in wheelchairs that will be able to come through here that wouldn't be able to access the turnstiles. And we come through and we've got this wheel, which has Oasis Falls written on it. All around the back of here, you've got your information kiosks just as people come in. You come back soon. And then just for realism as well, I've put the little doors just at the side here as well, and a little access point just for staff just to the side here as well. And we come down here. Now I hate these signs. So we've got Jungle Cruise. It just looks really cheap, it looks really tacky, looks quite out of place. If I put one more item in this park, it goes to PS5 limit. One item. It is as PS4 as PS4 will manage. So that will be one thing I will be addressing. But here we have Jungle Cruise. So for the very first time in these videos, let's go for a ride on Jungle Cruise, shall we? So off we go. We'll have a talk as we go around, shall we? So I didn't place in the top 3 this contest, but when you see the top 3 positions of this water park contest, you will see why. This park doesn't even hold a candle in comparison, which leads me beautifully onto stay tuned for the channel for next week, for I will be showing the top 3 positions of this water park contest. So on Monday we will be visiting Colin Best's park, Vacation Springs. On Wednesday we will be visiting Mystic Shores, created by the incredible TJ Puffs 92. And then on Friday we will be showing the winner, Fantasy Falls by Clary Bread. Can't wait for you to see them. The parks blew me away. They are absolutely amazing. But as we come through here, again, there's a lot of things I would have changed. I like the scenery around it. I like the sounds as you come around. I really like this waterfall that you come past. But it just needed more. It needed more animatronics. I don't know how I got this park to PlayStation 4 limits, I'm not going to lie. Especially when you see the other submissions and the beautiful things that they were able to integrate into their parks. They were just outstanding, and mine in comparison just seems very bland and boring in comparison. They just did absolute wonders with the limits that they were given. So I would probably come back and address a lot of issues in this park, make it a lot better. It will be things that I will implement in the PlayStation 5 version. So make sure to keep an eye on the channel as I expand this park at some point in the future. Most likely 2023, to be honest, with the way that I go with things. I get sidetracked with spotlights, I can't help it. I just enjoy doing spotlights, that's what it is. I really enjoy doing park spotlights for you guys. It's gotten to the point now where I enjoy Planet Coaster more for looking at spotlights and looking at other people's parks and building my own stuff. I've had a couple of people say to me, "Oh Matty, what are you working on at the moment?" And it's like, well, I'm going to be honest, nothing. Because I just enjoy showing your guys' creations so much more. You guys blow me away with what you do. And I can't compete. I enjoy what I build, but I just don't get the enjoyment out of building that I do showing off other people's parks. So, yeah, that's why you don't see a lot from me. So, sorry guys. I will get round to building it again at some point. I will work on the Steampunk London Park. I will work on it. It will come to the channel at some point, I promise. When, I don't know. We'll probably be on PS7s by that point, knowing me. But, oh well. But we come past the log flume as we come around here. Let's just speed that up, shall we? Let's crack on. So, there we go. We go underneath the queue for the log flume. And there we go, back into the station again. So wasn't that nice? So, there we go. We have Jungle Cruise. So, let's hop out the exit. Let's walk past this absolutely atrocious sign that I absolutely hate. And let's walk up to the next sign, which I also equally hate. So we have Lost Temple. So we're just going to skip over the queue because we ain't got time for that kind of stuff. I didn't even do the station. Just, yeah. Again, something I will be coming back to and addressing. But let's go on Lost Temple, shall we? So, off we go. These planks took me so long to do on the side. This trimming, it really did. The worst thing is, any log flume that I'll be doing in the future, I'll kind of want to do a similar-ish thing now as well, which is really annoying. Well, we can just see the temple off in the distance just to our left over there. I was happy with how this ride turned out. I did really like this ride. Unlike Jungle Cruise, which I wasn't a big fan of, I was happy with how this one turned out. I liked the foliage and the waterfalls that went on all around it. Like Tomb Flume from Eden Gardens, I like the way that the log flume kind of comes back on itself and interacts with itself, the sight lines that it gives as well, and the rest of the park. I especially liked this waterfall in particular. But when you see a waterfall that Clary Red did in Fantasy Falls, that is arguably one of my favourite waterfalls I've ever seen done in the game. So you'll have to wait for Friday for that one, I'm afraid. Let's just speed it up a little bit, shall we? Whee! There we go. Now this is how all log flume should be ridden from now on. How much more fun is this? There you go. We'll put it back to a normal speed as we come underneath the cave system. So, you're going to get very wet on this ride. Like, really wet. Not going to lie. Especially going underneath the waterfall there. So, up this last lift hill we go. Unfortunately, you can't see anything out of the actual log flume because the wood trimming was a little bit too high at this point. And unfortunately all that left hand side is completely unfinished. So that will be coming at a later date. In 2024. And there we go. So, just comes back round to the station now. Nothing too exciting around the queue line. And there we go, back into the station. So, let's hop out the exit, shall we? So, over here in the middle, we've just got this little food court area. Again, not particularly happy with it, to be honest. In hindsight, coming back and revisiting this park, I'm not sure that I like it. I'm not convinced that I like it. I'm seeing a lot more that I don't like than I do like, is the problem. I think I need to address quite a lot in this park to bring it up to a standard that I would be happy with, to be honest. I'm glad that I didn't place top 3. I don't think this park was worthy of a top 3, far from it. I think I learnt a lot as I built this park, and hopefully moving forward I can address a lot of the issues that I had with this. But we've got these basketball courts over here. I did like how these turned out. These are on the workshop for anybody that would like them. I'm going to be completely honest. Of the parks that I have built, Eden Gardens Halloween Edition, the most impractical, unbelievable, unrealistic park in the world. And this one, this is probably my least favourite park that I have built. So, yeah. Whether I can bring this up to a standard that I'm happy with, I don't know. It will be something that I'll come back and have a look at, I think. There are certain parts of this park that I really like. I like the pool. I really like what I did with the pool and the deck chairs and the tables. I just used fireworks on them for drinks. So I like that. And the bar is probably my favourite thing in this entire park. I really like how the bar came out. So yeah, I even put some little steps there as well. So, right, let's carry on walking around, shall we? And we come round to the new ride, and improved as well, I believe. I did like this ride. Oh, I've also got some VIP as well. Some little VIP seating area. So nice and fancy. Took the idea from Hobo Billy, from his Simpsons Tropical Park for them. So, right. So, we have Rockpool. Now, I was very happy with how this ride turned out. I do really like this. So we've got the wait time, 30 minutes from here. Let's walk up the queue path. And just when you're standing in the queue, you can just watch the ride go around as well. I was really happy with how this turned out. So, let's have a look at the stats. So, I was very happy with the station as well. I liked how this turned out. So let's have a look at the stats for this, shall we? So it wasn't green across the board, but the G-forces were well within some good limits. So without further ado, let's go for a ride on this, shall we? Enjoy, everyone. So there we have Rockpool. So again, this is a ride that is currently on the workshop. So if anybody would like to go and download this, then feel free. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. It was certainly an improvement upon the old variant of the coaster that went all the way around the back of the hotel. I like the fact that it's quite a small footprint, and it just gave me an excuse to just put it around loads more water. So I was happy with that. But there we go. So I believe there's only one more thing to look at, which is the slides. So I completely redid the slides. I wasn't really happy with how they just dropped down vertically, so I made them all intertwine around each other, built this little structure that they would be able to walk up and get up to, but as you can see, there's no actual steps that get up to it. So again, just limitations of the PlayStation 4 limit just didn't allow me to do that. But let's have a look at this park at night, shall we? So the lighting was one thing that I did really want to work on and try and get right, but as for the rest of the park as well, it was just one thing that I ended up running out of percentage. So there was a lot of areas that ended up being left dark. Again, things that I would probably address moving forward and when I come back to this park. I do like how the cranes are lit up at night, and the bar especially I really like, and I believe that the hotel has got quite a nice faint glow to it at night as well, just with all the differing levels of that as well. As we come over to this other side of the park, there is very minimal lighting done. The two rides have got no lighting at all really. I did a little bit of lighting around the entranceway, so the candles on the lily pads, that was Jasmine's idea. Beautifully done, I really like that, so thank you ever so much, Jasmine, for your idea for that. I think it gives a really nice lighting. But thoughts for the park as a whole. Do I like this park? I don't know, is the honest answer to that. I don't know. As I was building it, I was really happy with it. I really liked how it kind of came together as I was building it. Coming back and looking at it now, maybe a little bit more objectively, now I'm not actually working on it, I do and I don't. If I was spotlighting this park for somebody else, I would probably have quite a lot of feedback for this park, and with it being my own park, I think it's only fair that I would give myself the same critique and feedback that I would for others. The bits that I like, I really like. The bits that I don't like, I really don't like and think need addressing. I think I need to work on the less is more. I gave a lot of feedback for a park a couple of weeks back, saying that if the park is not finished because of the PlayStation 4 limits and you're waiting for the PS5, I would rather see it fully finished and fully detailed rather than it unfinished just for the sake of getting it to PS4 limits. And I think that's something that I need to address myself as well in this park. So will I come back and finish this park? Maybe, maybe not. Might be something I'll look at in the future. I wouldn't hold your breath. maybe watch this channel moving forward, maybe in next year or the year after, or when the PlayStation 7's out, I'll come back and finish this park. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of this park? Did you like this park? Do you think it's one that would need quite a lot of work to bring it up to a standard that I would believe would be acceptable? I don't know. Let me know. But thank you ever so much for watching. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week for the top 3 console contest parks. I'm running out of words. Don't know what I'm saying. I need to get out of here. I need to go and get a drink and something to eat. Goodbye. Take care. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.